What is up, everyone? Steve, When Geeks Collide, coming at you once again, not with a review, but with a list, a top 10 list, as in my top 10 comic book based Marvel Legends for 2021. Before I get started, these are just a couple honorable mentions. Um, I really loved the X-Men House of X Powers of 10 wave. It was great. Love the Wolverine. He represents that. I loved Quasar. I've been waiting for him. He's been an inside joke between me and some friends for a few years, but all in good fun. He's an honorable mention. Lady Deathstrike, for sure, an honorable mention. She was in the top 10, but a couple figures I got towards the end of the year and knocked her out. So they are some honorable mentions. Also some honorable mentions because I'm going to be doing an MCU, top 10 MCU list. And I have these figures. So we have Gwen, Spider-Gwen from No Way Home. We have Miles Morales from No Way Home. And Peter B. Pegwarmer, as everyone called him. But Peter B. Parker from No Way Home. Now, the reason they're here is because they are not part of the MCU. If I'm being picky about it. But they're not. And they're not comic book based because they're like from a Sony movie property. But at the same token, I really liked these figures. And so I wanted to give them honorable mentions. They're from like the first wave of the year. This Miles is awesome. And with the sequel coming up, we'll probably get some more, which is good because they're kind of anomalies. I don't know where to put them with my collection. But, so these are the honorable mentions. Another honorable mention is the Sentinel, which I received, and I have not opened yet. But we'll talk about that later. Now, let's get to it. Right off the bat, number 10, a figure that I never knew that I always wanted. The Age of Apocalypse Wave 2 Colossus Build-A-Figure Shadowcat. This figure blew me away. If you guys remember my review of the entire wave, she is a great looking figure. Just awesome. I noticed that she has the Lady Deathstrike legs. Nothing wrong with that. But, also a great thing about her, she stands. One of the few female Marvel Legends that stand no problem. And, so she is number 10. And, let's move on to number 9. Number 9, the one and only Webman. This figure came out on the retro SpiderMan animated series card. It's a character I didn't really know too much about. I seen a picture of him years ago, but I love it. I love the paint, the Spider-Man body. It's tops, and we're gonna keep getting figures re-released, different paints, repaints on this body. That's cool. There he is. He's my number 9. I dig him. I like the interchangeable hands he came with. The colors, to me, they really pop. And it's just a great figure. It's an obscure figure, character, and he's on that retro card, which I love those. And, I definitely, he's my number 9. And, let's go to number 8. Let's put him there. Number 8. All right, number 8, we have the retro Spider-Man carded animated series carded wave Spider-Man 2099. I love this figure. I've seen a lot of people have issue with it, and okay, I understand, but I didn't have the first Spider-Man 2099. I have the white costume one from the Sandman Build-A-Figure wave, but I did not have this one. I love that retro card again, and I really like this figure. I love the blue. It pops. It's a great figure. I know people don't really like the body, and I can understand that, but also this is my list, and yeah, he was. I like him. I dig him, and yeah, I'm glad I have this, and then I have one in the package. The retro card stuff too is a big. I haven't even posted my review to this yet, but he definitely he's squeaking there, and he is number 8. And let's move on to number 7. For number 7, of course, we have the Hand Ninja. This figure was so nice that I had to, of course, get him twice. And being an army builder, he was so good, I had to get him thrice. I have 3 of them. I'm not trying to build the Stiltman any higher. I do have legs for him. But, you can't just have one Hand Ninja. And we have a new army building Hand Ninja where he's in like a grayish outfit. I got those on pre-order too. I want to build quite the Hand Ninja clan. But yeah, no, I love this figure. He probably would have been higher on the list if a couple people didn't squeak in. And I haven't seen him on too many other people's lists, but yeah, I love this figure. And I've done on Multiverse Legends, I've done some photo photography with him. I have some more plans. I think they're just great figures. Army building is really fun. And yeah, Hand Ninja, number 7. For number 6, it's another figure that I don't even think I posted the review yet. I love this figure. I never thought, that first Hercules figure we got, I loved it. But I never thought we would ever get like a retro Hercules. And we did get him on a retro card, and it's great. My rule with the retro cards is I buy 2 if I don't have the version. So an example would be the Fantastic Four wave. I think I don't need a blue and white version of Mr. Fantastic and Sue and stuff, but so I just got those in the card. But like High Evolutionary and Psycho Man, I'll get 2 of them because I don't have them in the collection and I want them for the wall. So I have 2 of him, and he's great. He's bulky. He's got the hammer. Really good. He's an Avenger. You can go on your Avenger shelf. That's a beauty. There was another head. I didn't bring it, but I was a big fan of this figure. When they revealed it, I pre-ordered it. I got it, and yeah, he's number 6. Now again, I don't need 2 Sues or Reeds, but I had to get this twice. One in the package, one to open, because this is my mind's eye version of Human Torch. When I think about him, this is what I think about with the black lines, and I'm just a real big fan. I'm not sure if I posted the review to him yet, but yeah, it was a great figure, and I had to get it. It's way better than the Walgreens version, and he will be my main Human Torch in my display. and I had to get him. And that is why he is my number 5. And he's just a sweet figure. So yeah, number 5. Number 4 is another Age of Apocalypse wave. Sabertooth. The chain did not come with the figure. It goes with Wild Child. But this figure is amazing. It exceeded expectations. You knew we were going to get him because we got Wild Child in Series 1. He's great. You know, he could have been the Build-A-Figure, but he wasn't. It's a great figure. That's why he's my number 4. He probably would have been a little bit higher if there wasn't the top 3 2 figures I always wanted, and one figure for sure that surprised me. But yeah, Sabertooth, very cool. 2 head sculpts he came with. Great figure. Yeah, I just nothing but good things to say about this figure. It's wicked. He actually almost didn't make the list, but when I was reevaluating, I'm like, oh, I gotta have Sabertooth. So that's why he is my number 4. For my number 3, from the Stiltman Build-A-Figure wave, this figure I never thought I wanted, but he's awesome. Number 3, Frogman. Right away, look inside the mouth. You see the face. It's a great figure. The feet, awesome. Great reuse of the Dr. Octopus body. Very, very good stuff. Great stuff. I can't believe from the first wave of the year he made it into my top 3. Thinking about it, I might even say maybe the Stiltman Build-A-Figure wave is my favorite wave of the year. But that remains to be seen. But yeah, this figure was great. Totally surprised me. Great looking character. D-list villain, but still really, really cool. And he definitely deserves to be in the top 3. And yeah, I guess we have the top 2 left. So let's get to it. There's no way this guy cannot be on my top 10 list because he was in the 2 previous top 10 figures I wanted to see. He was high up there because he is one of my favorite X-Men villains. From the villains wave, we got Arcade. I know not a lot of people aren't happy with this figure. Me, I am ecstatic. I had him on the list thinking he was never going to be made. I love the shoes. You got the platform shoes. We got the suit body. We've seen it 100 times. I don't care. Let's see it 100 more. Bow tie. This guy was a big time villain back in the day. And there's a Spider-Man X-Men Arcade's Revenge game. I had a book. It was like a novel, but it was a comic book. It was X-Men vs. Arcade. It was great. They were in Murder World. And yeah, I've wanted this figure for a few years, and we got him, and I'm happy we do, and that's why he is my number 2. Before we get to number 1, I want to give another honorable mention who was very close to making the top 10, and that is the modular Iron Man. This is the Iron Man that when I used to think of Iron Man, I thought of this guy. And he was in the Ursa Major Build-A-Figure wave, which was a great wave also. He's not on this list because I forgot about him because I'm an idiot. But he is definitely in a true honorable mention. Looks great. I know we'll get a repaint of him eventually, probably on a retro card. But this was the Iron Man from the cartoon and the video games and, ForceWorks era. And it's great. He's a great figure, and he's another honorable mention. And he's one that I've wanted for a long time. But he's not number 1. And number 1 is, get him out of the way, from the Villains wave, the Red Skull. This is the perfect Red Skull figure for comic book Red Skull. Came with 2 head sculpts. Came with the Cosmic Cube, the gun with the Hydra logo, the jumpsuit. It's exactly what you want. He's my number. Captain America is my favorite Marvel superhero. So, Red Skull is his main villain, and it's a great villain. And I'd really want to do some fun photography with Hydra, and you need him to do it. He's got the armband here. This is actually the second one I bought, because the first armband, he had like a scuff, so I bought another one and sold the first one I bought. But this is my number 1, and I've seen some other people had him as number 1. He's been my number 1 all year for comic-based figures, and it's my list. So hey, that's what happens. So just to recap my list: number 10, Shadowcat; number 9, Webman; number 8, SpiderMan 2099 retro version; number 7, The Hand Ninja; number 6, Hercules retro; number 5, Retro Human Torch; number 4, Age of Apocalypse Sabertooth; number 3, Frogman; number 2, Arcade; and number 1, the Red Skull. Now, what was your list? Comic-based Marvel Legends. Leave your list, your top 10, in the comments below. I will respond. The best thing about these lists is, it's our opinions, right? But we can share our opinions with each other, and that's what makes collecting and this hobby so much fun. So guys, please leave the comment below. Let me know your top 10. Also, if you liked what you saw, please subscribe. It's not going to bother you at all. But if you really liked what you saw, hit that bell icon. You'll get notified when new videos come up and everything like that. Also, if you want to find us on some other platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, When Geeks Collide, you'll find us on there. And if you want to hear us talk about more geeky goodness, go to anchor.fm/WGC Network for our podcast. Also, check out Multiverse Legends for action figure photography. I already mentioned it before. Check out Sunset Crypt for everything When Geeks Collide, Diamond Tiger Entertainment, Wrestling with Myself. It's a great site. We have articles. We like horror. We like toys. We like movies. We like comics. That's the mothership. Check it out. Check out right there Horizon Comics, Joey's comic book company. Go on YouTube, all the socials, type in Horizon Comics, and you will find that. And guys, thank you. This has been my top 10 Marvel Legends comic book based figures, and I still have my MCU list to come. So please, as always, check us out again, and remember, geeks out.